Sir Ben Ainslie, boss of INEOS Brittania, the challenger of record for the 37th America's Cup, gives a rundown of their trials and tribulations in 2022.
Quick roundup of 2022. It's been a big year in the America's Cup with the announcement of Barcelona for the venue for the Cup in 2024. As a challenger of record, we worked really well with the defender Team New Zealand to install a raft of new developments, most excitingly the first ever Women's America's Cup. We've reinstalled the Youth America's Cup and we've also brought back cyclaws. First time we saw those in the Cup was 2017. They're now back in a very big way for 2024. In our team, INEOS Brittania, we've continued to develop our operations with Mercedes Formula One in Brackley from a management and design perspective, alongside shifting the sailing operations down here to Palma and getting operation with T6, which is our testing platform, through to designing and building the eventual race boat for the America's Cup. We've also developed and launched the Athena Pathway program led by Hannah Mills. That's our program to really bring the youth and women through to 2024 America's Cup and beyond. So it's been an incredibly exciting year. Thanks so much for all the support and we're looking forward to a great 2023.
This is the Sailing World on Water for January 6, 2022. Highlights in the last 7 days in the global sport of sailing. Having finished second overall in 2021, following a rule infringement penalty that knocked Celestial off top spot, Haynes' victory is a fairy tale ending, and a deserved one. We put everything into it. This was Haynes' 12th attempt.
Wild, grueling, rewarding. The 77th Rolex Sydney Hobart yacht race has had more than one twist in its tail, with crews calling on their deepest resources in this captivating edition. Spectators lined the dock in Hobart, eagerly awaiting each arrival. On the course, conditions tested the fleet's resilience every step of the way. While the faster entries mostly enjoyed fast downwind sailing, the mid and smaller boats have faced multiple changes in wind strength and direction. An enthralling battle developed among a group of 4 50-footers, with only minutes separating them on the water. On the morning of the third day, they entered the Derwent together, to be met by a fearsome headwind. With every second counting, the yachts pressed on, and while Celestial was the last to cross the line, the time posted by Sam Haynes' crew put them into the lead by 15 minutes. With plenty of boats still in contention, it would be a nervous 30-hour wait, especially after the heartbreak of 2021, when a rule infringement relegated Celestial from first to second.
I mean, I would have been quite happy to walk away from the sport at that stage, but I talked to my crew and how they felt, and we all put it together that we're just going to come back and try again and keep on going for it and keep trying to win the trophy and also to keep competing in the sport of yachting.
In a dramatic change of weather, yachts still on the east coast of Tasmania faced draining headwinds, followed by light winds once in the Derwent. The twist would leave these crews unable to better the corrected time set by the Celestial team, which had done enough to secure an emotional and well-deserved victory.
To win the Rolex Sydney Hobart yacht race is an absolute life-changing event for me. It vindicates the boat's ability and our ability as a team, and I'm elated, but I'm also emotional.
Jeremy Boyu gives a retrospective on his team's achievements in the year 2022, and we join him.
La rentrée et dès la fin de l'hiver, j'étais vraiment concentré sur la Bermude 1000 et sur l'avant des Arctic Race. C'était 2 courses que j'avais vraiment cochées à mon calendrier et que je voulais vraiment absolument essayer de gagner. C'est des courses avec des formats qui sont sympas, il y a du contact et des conditions super variées, donc c'est très intense. J'avais vraiment envie de bien préparer ça et puis sur l'eau, j'ai vraiment tout donné pour essayer de sortir de bons scores. Et en stratégie, je pense que je ne fais pas d'erreur. Ça sort de bons scores, hein. Ça satisfait de ça. C'était important pour moi de continuer sportivement à apprendre, à montrer ce que je sais faire. Et puis vraiment, c'était vraiment une super avant-saison. Je sais plus exactement à quelle date on a sorti la coque du moule. Ça, c'est quand même un moment sympa parce que tu vois vraiment la forme du bateau. Ça commence vraiment à prendre sens un petit peu, quoi. C'est vraiment les premières naves, en fait, les bateaux neufs qui m'ont marqué. Une montée en puissance qui a été ultra rapide, en fait. Même dans la première nave, avec le vent qui est monté au milieu de la sortie, tout de suite, on a commencé à tirer sur le bateau, à aller vraiment vite avec le bateau. On a grillé plein d'étapes qu'on avait mis, je pense, largement plusieurs jours à faire. 4 ans avec Charal 1, là, avec Charal 2, en une journée, on avait déjà tapé 30 nœuds avec précaution, sans avoir de problème. Donc, cette première nave, elle était vraiment assez impressionnante, quoi. On a senti que le bateau avait du potentiel, donc c'était vraiment ça, vraiment une super journée, quoi. La qualif et le défi azimut, hein. T'as 5 jours pour faire la qualif et qu'il faut que ça rentre dans le créneau parce que sinon ça bouleverse tout le calendrier et puis tu sais pas quelles conditions météo tu vas réussir à trouver ou pas. Maintenant, t'as jamais navigué en solo sur le bateau. On a testé le bateau sur des naves 2-3 jours maxi. On n'a évidemment jamais mis autant de milles ni au bateau ni au système. Tu t'imagines que ça va au final pas être si évident que ça, hein, faire 1200 milles en solitaire. On avait choisi des conditions plutôt ventées, que on ne s'est pas facilité la tâche. Hein, on n'a pas attendu que les conditions se calment, donc on a une taille vraiment musclée. Le bateau il est quand même ultra physique. Quand ça va vite, il faut s'accrocher, c'est encore le degré supérieur de contrainte que les bateaux précédents. Une navigation bien rude, qui est aussi pour mettre la tête bien à l'endroit avant la route du Rhum. Ça c'est vraiment la satisfaction de la mission réussie, quoi. De trouver les repères en solitaire, c'était un moment vraiment coup de cœur aussi pour la route du Rhum. C'était important de la faire bien cette qualif. Sur l'azimut, j'ai tout de suite trouvé mes repères en régate, en solo, tout de suite dans le match. À un moment à la IS, on est passé en tête. J'étais juste super content comme un gosse. Dans les 4-5 premières heures, on a montré qu'on était déjà là. Donc c'était hyper chouette. J'étais hyper satisfait de moi. Ça m'a quand même donné des signaux hyper encourageants pour le Rhum, quoi. Le boulot, je le fais pas tout seul, hein. Il y a des gens bien plus compétents que moi à tous les postes chez moi. On va être ambitieux techniquement sur le bateau et en plus on va aller naviguer très vite et puis en plus on va très vite tirer sur le bateau. On va être ambitieux sur les résultats sportifs. Je suis content, je te dis dans le Rhum au final t'en veux toujours un peu plus et peut-être que j'en veux toujours un peu plus. Il faut faire attention à pas en vouloir un peu trop des fois. Peut-être que là c'était trop en vouloir que de dire au final j'aurais pu gagner la course. C'est ce qui me drive aussi, hein, c'est de dire tout est possible. Avec le recul, c'est une saison intense, hein, quand même. Je suis ultra satisfait de cette saison. On est sur le podium parce qu'on lâche rien, on donne tout ce qu'on a sur l'eau. À terre, on a l'exigence aussi avec nos équipes qui fait que les bateaux sont dans des états de préparation impeccables. Donc ouais, il faut vraiment être satisfait de ça. 4 courses, 4 podiums, c'est sûr qu'il me manque une victoire. Continuons à travailler comme ça, continuons à donner tout ce qu'on a et à y trouver de la satisfaction, à y trouver du plaisir. C'est sûr que ça va venir, c'est obligatoire.
Lauriane Nollet, France, and Max Marder, Singapore, survived a dramatic day of strong winds to become the female and male winners of the 2022 Lepanto Formula Kite European Championships in Nafpaktos, Greece.
Welcome to Nafpaktos, Greece. The 2022 Lepanto Formula Kite European Championships took place at the western end of the Gulf of Patras, a well-known destination for kiteboarding enthusiasts. With the event open to non-European athletes too, almost 140 elite riders representing 39 nations from every continent travelled all the way to Greece. With Nafpaktos being the venue, the event was even more symbolic for many due to the area's history.
Right in this bay, it happened the Lepanto battle. There was around 15,000 Croatians, and they brought 10 boats from 10 different cities.
After a tricky first day, when any on-water activity was forbidden, the action was fast and furious. In the women's fleet, France's Lorian Nolo and Jessie Campman shined from early on and booked their place in the four-rider final, as Max Majda and Tony Vodacek did in the men's. What was obvious, though, was that this Olympic discipline is getting stronger than ever.
Today we have a different winner, so I think it's good. It's good also for the sport. I mean, the level is growing so hard. To be in the goal fleet is very hard, and you know, the year precedent it was very easy to go, and now the level is so hard. So also it seems for the Olympic is gonna be good. The level is growing for the sports, for everything is gonna be good.
The format has been carefully designed to reward and leaves the door open for any of the top 10 still to have a realistic shot at the gold medal. The semi-finals saw the wins of Ricardo Pianosi and Benoit Gomez take them into the men's final. The women's semis provided plenty of drama, with Gisela Pulido and Poema Newland getting involved in controversial close battles that saw the Spanish rider earning a spot for the final. Gal Zuckerman made short work of her own semi-final. Strong winds made the finals even more exciting. Max Majda punched the air as he crossed the finish line victorious, securing back-to-back titles. Second place Tony Vodacek was the highest placed European finisher in the competition and became European champion for the first time.
Can't say how great, happy I am and how ecstatic it is for me to just, be able to struggle and get to here again, and no other feeling comes close to it,
Super stoked to finally win the event. 2019 I was second, now to be first I'm really happy. But this is just the beginning. I'm going for the 2024 Olympics and in 2 weeks for the Worlds, so pushing hard.
In the women's final, despite having a setback, Lorian Nolo used her superior speed to close the gap to the frontrunners. When the moment came for her, Nolo made a high-risk maneuver, and it worked, crowning her as European champion.
I'm really, really happy. It's a little bit unbelievable because I started really badly, and but I climbed some places every single day, and finally I succeeded to make it. So yeah, it's a relief that it's done, and I'm really happy to win this event.
The event in Nafpaktos proved to be a success, with some of the world's top riders providing a great spectacle, and a wonderful closing ceremony saw everyone enjoying themselves just a few days before the highly anticipated Formula Kite World Championships.
The annual Rolex Sydney Hobart yacht race is one of the toughest tests of sailing ability, and the 77th edition was no exception. The race has an international repute that transcends sailing's perceived boundaries, and once again attracted a clutch of top-class international entrants, along with
unforgettable.
competitors from all corners of Australia,
A challenge not
all
for the
keen to test
faint-hearted.
themselves.
This 628 nautical mile offshore journey lived up to its reputation.
Inside the 10-minute gun, when you know you're on the track, you're starting the race, and there's helicopters.
So overwhelming.
We're here, we're safe, and we're on our way. That's all we need.
It's now 3:45 a.m. on our first night in the Sydney Hobart. We've been receiving some visits. We've got some dolphins swimming around the boat.
We're now roughly a little further than halfway over Bass Strait. We've had a good race today.
The crew were telling me this is glamour sailing last night when we were sitting out on the deck watching the stars, so yeah, I don't think we could get much better conditions.
It's hard to pinpoint the fun times sometimes when you're out there, you know, it can be tough and everyone's pushing so hard, but I think for me it's a sense of accomplishment when you make it in and you pulled it off.
Coming across the finish line in Hobart with, you know, people on the dock clapping you in and kind of have a moment to think what you've just achieved. First time I've done it, and yeah, to be honest, I can't wait to do a couple more.
It's been fantastic having my daughter here, and it was great to let her take us across the line.
Thanks, Dad.
It was my first Hobart, so it was pretty good to have a quick race down. It was a bit wet and windy, but a lot of fun.
It's like climbing a mountain. It's a hard experience. It can be scary, it can be hard. It's not for the faint-hearted.
Hopefully back next year if he lets me back on board, we'll see.
Did she pass? Yeah. Did I pass?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
People with a bit of experience with the ocean race, which makes it easier to get organized on the sport and technical side.
That I was looking at, it was tired, but you've got memories, souvenirs for 10 years.
Finish to an exceptional journey. Victory in the Volvo Ocean Race goes to...
From the next race, you know, what I would like to get out, it's firstly, I'm a competitor, so a result for sure. So it's also a way to discover this boat, to optimize this boat and to learn a lot. And the third one is, again, a part of my life